share a couple of important details which we've now got with us. These are details of the strike, and I'm going to move to the map. If I can just move across to the map to give our...
Let's first quickly just spell out
the number and locations
which
of
are coming
strikes. 24 precision strikes located across 9 locations. Let's have that map up so it actually shows all of the areas: Muzaffarabad, Kotli, Bahawalpur, Rawalakot, Chakswari, Bhimber, Neelum Valley, Jhelum and Chakwal. These are the broad areas. Terrorist camps of the Lashkar-e-Toiba, the Jaish-e-Mohammed have been destroyed. Over 70 militants have been killed. More than 60 have been wounded. This is breaking news, and this is very important detail coming in. India believes that the ability of these terrorist groups to operate has been significantly deteriorated. At over 70 militants have been killed, terrorists have been killed, 60 have been wounded. The ability of these groups to operate successfully has suffered. Pakistan has officially confirmed at least 9 civilian deaths and 38 injuries. 2 individuals apparently are missing.
Very interestingly, Vishnu, it also summarizes that once again signifies as well that no Pakistani military facilities were hit as far as these strikes are concerned. Though Pakistan has been reporting at this moment 9 fatalities and 38 injuries on their side, but India in this report which has come in says over 70 militants have been neutralized as far as the strike is concerned. Meanwhile, in the international reaction section, it says UN and United States have called for refrain. Also, there is ongoing tension and military posturing, which intense artillery exchange along the Kashmir border. Pakistan and India are engaged in military drills and missile tests at this moment as we speak.
Yes.
These are very, very important details which are coming in.
In terms of location and locations of strike, I think it becomes important again. The 9 high-valued terrorist-linked locations are Muzaffarabad, as we have been reporting, Bahawalpur as well, Bhimber, Neelum Valley, Jhelum, Chakwal, Rawalakot and Kotli. These are the locations, and each of these locations had long been monitored by the Indian intelligence for harboring extremist elements. Functioning as an operational basis of facilitating terrorist movements is what the Indian Army says. And the selection of these targets reflected a sophisticated integration of satellite surveillance, human intelligence, and intercepted communication that identified specific buildings and compounds associated with Lashkar-e-Taiba and Jaish-e-Mohammed. So it is with great precision that India has gone ahead.
Yes.
And the use of high accuracy standoff weapons ensured minimal collateral damage and surgical impact on intended targets.
Very interestingly, and Vishnu, you can also come in on this. I'm just reading the conclusion of this report because largely we have covered few parts, but importantly it says that this Operation Sindoor was more than a military response. It was a statement of strategic resolve. Through 24 precisely coordinated missile strike across 9 terrorist-linked locations, India demonstrated that it would no longer tolerate cross-border terrorism nor the complicity of state institutions that enable it.
That's right. So it is a statement of purpose, and that's absolutely clear. But I think in terms of operational details, a few have been revealed in this government document, which says that Operation Sindoor was remarkable for its expansive footprint and precision. The use of high-accuracy standoff weapons ensured minimum collateral damage. This is exactly the way we've been reporting it, and surgical impact on intended targets. Despite the extent of the operation, Indian defense officials emphasized that no Pakistani military installation was directly targeted, underscoring our effort to distinguish between anti-terror operations and full-scale military aggression. The operational timing was significant as well, and it was carried out effectively. So all of these point to precision strikes, with extremely advanced weapons, striking very, with accuracy, with minimal collateral damage. But there have been casualties both on the Indian and on the Pakistani side, not just as a result of the airstrikes itself, but also because of the artillery shelling that's been taking place. Let's go across to NDTV's Nazir Masoodi, who joins us at this stage. Nazir, what are some of the details that you're picking up?
Because of the Pakistani shelling, they have targeted both military and the civilians. And the worst brunt has been born by the Poonch town and the Poonch area, Poonch district, the border areas. 10 civilians have been killed in Poonch and over 30 have been injured. And they are not just statistics, let me name all of them 10. Muhammad Adil, is Salim Hussain, Ruby Kaur, Muhammad Zain, just 10-year-old, Muhammad Akram, Amrik Singh, Ranjit Singh, Zoya Khan, Muhammad Rafi and Muhammad Iqbal, 45-year-old, have been killed in Pakistani shelling. You can see India saying they have targeted targets. They have attacked terror targets, and no military site was targeted, and no civilian site was targeted. But you can see the shelling from across the border. We have seen from Tangda to Keren and then Poonch, Rajouri to international border. There have been huge loss of lives and the property because of the Pakistani shelling. There are reports there have been some aircrafts have been hit because of the Pakistani, missile attacks, and we are waiting for the confirmation. But there are reports of some loss. But it is a huge tragedy which is unfolding in the border areas. 10 civilians have been killed in Poonch district alone, and more than 30 have been injured.
The statement which has been put out, the details which have emerged from the Indian Army, they are underscoring the point and trying to make that distinction that this was an anti-terror operation and very different from full-scale military aggression. They are trying to make that distinction, saying clearly that no Pakistani military installations were targeted, directly targeted to be specific, underscoring India's effort to distinguish between anti-terror operations and full-scale military aggression. And the operational timeline was swift. Important details here again. The operational timeline was swift. Within less than an hour, all missiles had struck their designated targets. The strikes were synchronized to avoid detection and maximize the element of surprise. Real-time footage from UAVs confirmed the destruction of target facilities, and the decision to target deep into Pakistani-administered territory was a departure from the prior doctrine and marked a new level of strategic assertiveness. And the 9 terrorist points that have been struck, the details of which have come in now, is Muzaffarabad, Kotli, Bahawalpur, Rawalakot, Chakswari, Bhimber, Neelum Valley, Jhelum and Chakwal. What is the significance of all these areas? Muzaffarabad, Bahawalpur and Rawalakot we know. Vishnu, if you can elaborate particularly on Neelum Valley, Jhelum and Chakwal.
All right, so these are all areas very close to the line of control. Most of these are on the, opposite the line of control. We've seen a lot of artillery shelling recently over these areas. These are all areas where there have been incursions of terrorists as well, often. But we've got some news coming in, more details on what's taking place now. Let's go across to Aishwarya, who joins us. Aishwarya, there's some important meetings taking place now. Tell us about that.
Well, let me first quickly show you these visuals from the Ministry of Defence. As we've been told that important meetings taking place over here. These are high-level meetings as far as the officials are concerned. They have reached Ministry of Defence. It was earlier, the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh was briefed by the CDS and Rajnath Singh, we've been told, has left his residence, will be soon reaching 7 Lok Kalyan Marg, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi would be chairing the high-level meeting as well. The CCS, of course, the body that take care of the national security, and of course the full-fledged cabinet meeting that will be again chaired by Prime Minister